This is Mind and Wellbeing. I'm Jodina Scazola. Joining us today, Dr. Huong Diep, a Vietnamese, Chinese-American, Spanish-speaking psychologist who has lived, worked, and traveled in more than 40 countries. With her unique perspective on gender, culture, and language, Dr. Diep specializes in helping children and teens that are struggling with their identities that make them feel alone and different. Thank you so much for being with us, Dr. Diep.
Thank you.
What is an identity? We're talking about identity. What exactly is identity?
Yeah, identity is our deeply held sense of who we are at our core, regardless of what other people try to tell us that we are. Identity is also the foundation of our understanding our values, our beliefs, and how we interact with the world. Having a strong sense of identity helps us maintain our voice in relationships with others. And there's multiple facets to identity, including our gender identity and our cultural identity.
Why do children and teens struggle with their identity?
Yeah, some children and teens struggle with their identity because developmentally, it is a time of great change and development. They're starting to ask the questions of who am I and do I like the person that I'm becoming? On top of that, they live in a world, a society where there's so many expectations and norms of, how to think and dress and act and behave. And there's also the family set of norms and expectations as well. And sometimes in an effort to not lose that sense of connection and belonging, they might silence their voice and conform. And on top of that, with social media and marketing that's targeted towards our young people of, certain products to buy or certain things to do to get more views and likes, that could really impact them and make them feel that they have to behave in a certain way in order to be loved.
And it probably is normal as a child or teen to be finding yourself, finding your identity, but when do we know we have a problem with our kids?
Yeah, every child and teen, will react differently, but definitely as a parent, you know your child. If you notice that, they're starting to act out or to withdraw, if there's any dramatic changes in their behaviors and their grades or their peer groups, they might be eating more, sleeping less. Sometimes it is difficult as a parent to know the difference between what sort of, quote, normal, quote, childhood sort of angst and changes, but I would definitely recommend parents to reach out to a trained professional if they have any questions, and definitely to reach out if there are any safety concerns.
Well, this is great information, and speaking of reaching out, if any of our viewers want to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
Yeah, they can find me on my website at drhdep.com, or they can give me a call at 858-367-3779.